Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about geothermal power generation with advantages, disadvantages and applications. Geothermal power generation is a way of producing electricity using the Earth's internal heat. It is a clean and reliable source of energy that has been in use for centuries. In this presentation, we will explore the advantages, disadvantages, and applications of geothermal power generation. Geothermal power plants. At a geothermal power plant, wells are drilled 1 or 2 miles deep into the earth to pump steam or hot water to the surface. You're most likely to find one of these power plants in an area that has a lot of hot springs, geysers, or volcanic activity because these are places where the earth is particularly hot just below the surface. Now, let us see how it works. Hot water is pumped from deep underground through a well under high pressure. When the water reaches the surface, the pressure is dropped, which causes the water to turn into steam. The steam spins a turbine which is connected to a generator that produces electricity. The steam cools off in the cooling tower and condenses back to water. The cooled water is pumped back into the earth to begin the process again. The geothermal power plants are classified into three types. First one is dry steam. This is the oldest type of geothermal power plant. It was first used at Lardello in Italy in 1904. Steam technology is used today at the geysers in Northern California, the world's largest single source of geothermal electricity. These plants emit only excess steam and very minor amounts of gases. The second type is flash steam power plant. Hydrothermal fluids above 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 182 degrees Celsius can be used in flash plants to make electricity. Fluid is sprayed into a tank held at a much lower pressure than the fluid, causing some of the fluid to rapidly vaporize or flash. The vapor then drives a turbine which drives a generator. If any liquid remains in the tank, it can be flashed again in the second tank, that is, double flash to extract even more energy. The third type is binary cycle power plant. Most geothermal areas contain moderate temperature water below 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Energy is extracted from these fluids in binary cycle power plants. Hot geothermal fluid and a secondary, hence binary, fluid with a much lower boiling point than water pass through a heat exchanger. Heat from the geothermal fluid causes the secondary fluid to flash to vapor, which then drives the turbines. Because this is a closed loop system, virtually nothing is emitted to the atmosphere. Moderate temperature water is by far the most common geothermal resource, and most geothermal power plants in the future will be binary cycle plants. Advantages. There are many advantages to using geothermal power generation. It is a clean source of energy that does not produce greenhouse gases or other pollutants. It is also reliable and can produce electricity 24/7. Additionally, it is a cost effective in the long run and can create jobs in the local community, thereby increasing the economy. Disadvantages of geothermal power generation. While there are many advantages to using geothermal power generation, there are also some disadvantages. It can only be used in certain areas where the Earth's heat is close to the surface. It can also cause ground instability in some cases, and there is a risk of releasing harmful gases and chemicals if not managed properly. Direct use applications of geothermal energy. Geothermal energy can also be used directly for heating and cooling buildings, greenhouses, and swimming pools. It can also be used for industrial processes such as drying crops and manufacturing. These direct use applications are cost effective and can save energy compared to traditional methods. Electricity generation. Geothermal energy can also be used to generate electricity. Geothermal energy can also be used in hybrid systems with other renewable energy sources. The types of power plants used to produce electricity have already been discussed before. In conclusion, geothermal power generation is a clean and reliable source of energy that has many advantages. It can be used for both direct use applications and electricity generation. While there are some disadvantages, with proper management and location selection, geothermal energy can be a valuable addition to our renewable energy mix. Thank you and follow for more.